What's going on, everybody? My name's Tony, and I just wanted to give you all a little glimpse of my story about my drug addiction, a little bit how it started, and a little bit how it messed my life up, and how I've been working over time to rebuild relationships and everything like that. So, my introduction to drugs was actually really young. When I was 11 years old, is when I first started smoking weed and started smoking cigarettes. And around that time, I started taking triple C's, which is cortisone, cough, and cold pills, and just pretty much whatever I can get my hands on. But I didn't really have like a drug addiction because I could go like days, weeks without doing anything, months. But then once I hit high school, I started messing with the Adderall a lot, and that was a big thing for a long, long time. Like if I didn't have Adderall, I wouldn't go to school honestly, because started out I would take like 25 milligrams of that, which quickly led to me taking like 150 a day, which is a pretty good bit. And after that, Percocets started becoming a big thing. I started taking the fives because I knew my cousin, he had broke his wrist and he was getting the fives and then eventually the 7.5s. And then a buddy of mine, his dad was getting the 15s. I was probably about like 16 years old, so I didn't really think nothing of it. I thought I was partying, you know what I mean? So it started out like every month I would get like two or three of them and chill for like a night. And then after that, like I would buy up half his script. Then I would buy up his whole script. And then I was buying up everybody's scripts. And after a while, like the 15s, they used to be like $8 a piece around here in Baltimore. And then they started going up and up until eventually they was $1 a milligram, and now, from what I hear, they're more than $1 a milligram. But so after the perks, obviously the next step was dope, because heroin at the time, because I couldn't afford it. $10 a pill of heroin was way better than spending $90 to get well. But I started all sniffing it like everybody does. But then eventually that $10 turned back into probably like 70 to $80. And if I can recall, it went from about 70 to $80 to almost $150 a day. So somebody told me that I was chilling with, why don't you just shoot it? You can just go back down to one, two pills a day. So I was like, all right, let me do that. So I shot it, did one pill. I felt, oh my God, I can't even describe to you how good that feeling was, which is sad because that great feeling led to a million worse feelings. So I started shooting it. I learned how to shoot up myself because the first time my buddy did it for me, I learned how to do it myself. So I was probably doing like two, three pills a day. And then that quickly rose to back up to 10 pills a day. And I thought I was keeping it under wraps for a while. I had a decent job at a seafood restaurant with my mom. She got it for me. She was a waitress, and I was the steam room manager, which I steamed the crabs, I sorted the crabs, I got everything ready up there, and made sure everybody wasn't, you know, fucking around. And I remember one day she came up and she said, "Hey Tony, I forgot my pen. Do you have one?" So I said, "Yeah, I got one." And I patted my pocket and I felt what I thought was a pen was in my pocket. And I went in there and I pulled it out, and it was a damn needle, syringe needle, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, she threw it at me and ran into the bathroom crying. I asked to leave early, didn't tell them what I was leaving early for, but I had to go home and do a quick sweep of my room because I was living with her and didn't want her to find all my other stuff. And I went and actually stayed at my dope man's house for a week before she was like, "Look, I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed. I want you to come home and I want you to get your life together." So I was like, "All right." So I went home and then I went and got myself some insurance and I went to the methadone program. And that's pretty much where I'm at now. I've been on the methadone program probably for about 10 years now, which is crazy. I wish I wasn't on it, but it's better than messing around. I mean, I've had some slip ups here and there, but when I was using, I was just burning bridges. Like I would find people that were really nice. They'd help me out. They would help me out. They would help me out. And then I would either steal from them or I would get caught up in some lie why I needed money, or I would forget why I said I needed money, and when they asked me about it, I had no idea what they were talking about. And a lot of them people, they put up with me for a long time, and I love them for it. And some of them, they're finally starting to come back in my life. Some of them don't want shit to do with me, and I don't blame them. Like a lot of them don't believe me because believe me, I was on some bullshit when I was younger. I'm 33 now. I've been doing drugs since I was, like I said, 11 years old, and it's just old. You know what I mean? Like I'm just ready to stay straight. My last relapse was probably about 6 months ago. That lasted for a couple weeks with the coke and the dope. I was smoking coke and sniffing a little bit of dope because I was dumb and I sold my methadone bottles. So I'm still on a slippery slope, you know what I mean? So wish me luck, guys. And if y'all have any suggestions on how to keep that willpower to stay clean so that way I can come down off the methadone, because I don't want to come down off the methadone and then start using again. So that's why I've been on it for so long. And as y'all see, if I didn't have it, I went straight back to square one. So thank y'all for listening to me ramble. And hopefully y'all like, subscribe, comment, and if y'all like it, I will share some of my degenerate drug addict stories. Alright, so peace.